Okay, hello everybody. This is my introduction to the elements of art and the principles of art. And there's these two folders here, as well as some videos. And then I posted two assignments. I'm going to discuss those really briefly. But first off, the elements and principles of art. If you open these folders up, you will find out that there are PowerPoints to download, and you can just go ahead and click on them. I've opened those up already. Let me talk really quick about the elements and the principles and what they are, and you have an understanding before you read the PowerPoint. So usually when I'm in class, I talk to my students about the elements and principles are like ingredients for a stew or a soup, right? Some of us like to cook. I guess it could be a soup. I'm going to talk about soup, but if whatever you like to cook, think about ingredients, right? The elements of art are like the uh, the big ingredients. If I'm making a chicken noodle soup, I need carrots, I need noodles, I need chicken, I need celery. Those are all the most basic things to get something in the end, right? I need water as well too. So the elements of art are like those ingredients. They are line, shape and space, mass and volume, perspective, texture, color, time, and motion. There are a lot to discuss. Make sure that you read through the entire PowerPoint. This PowerPoint is considerably longer than the first PowerPoint. Both of these PowerPoints will require some time. I'm just going to briefly discuss line to describe how there can be very many different terms when we're talking about line. Okay. Lines can be lots of things. Lines can be calligraphic. Lines can be flowing. They can also be boxy and flat, right? If we have a very flat outline, a line that makes something look very two-dimensional, we call that an outline, right? Very flat, like SpongeBob or this teepee here as well, too. Now, this drawing uses line as well, but in a much different way. Things aren't as flat. Even if this is a drawing, the lady here looks much more realistic, even with just a few lines, right? She looks like she's existing in the space. She's three-dimensional, 3D. So the lines that we would use to describe something that's three-dimensional is a contour line. So if you're describing line, think about the difference between an outline and the contour line or an implied line. We get implied lines by dashes or missing parts, but the line gets confirmed as a whole anyway. We also talk about implied line and how they're used to point and guide the viewer through a painting, right? All the arms reaching up towards this character right here, not in the exact center of the painting, lead you to this area here, which becomes a focal point, right? All these lines can lead you through the painting and get you there. We also call that implied line. Make sure that you read through this this entire PowerPoint to learn more about this painting. We have lots of different ways to describe line. So make yourself comfortable with these terms. There are a lot of terms to learn, and even if the term line is very basic, there are lots of more specific ways to describe them, and the artist uses lots of different kinds of lines, lots of different kinds of shapes and forms and everything else. So make yourself familiar with that PowerPoint as well as the principles of art PowerPoint as well too. Now, if I described the elements of art as the ingredients, like the chicken and the noodles and the water and the carrots and all that good stuff, I would describe the principles of art as the spices, the things that would really make it, give it a pop, right? If you want to make something spicier, or if you want to make something saltier, give it a little bit more pepper, perhaps, maybe put a bay leaf in that chicken noodle soup. Those are the principles of art. It's how we arrange those lines or those shades or those colors or those forms onto into the artwork as well too. Those are unity, variety, scale, proportion, balance, emphasis, rhythm, and repetition. Rhythm and repetition is obviously in this one as well, lots of repeating squares, right? Also, we see unity. Unity in work occurs in art when you have lots of similar or identical things happening, right? There is lots of boxes and they're one of 4 or 5 colors. I see white, gray, red, yellow, and blue colors all here, right? And then I see a variety of them, right? So make sure that you become really familiar with these terms as you're going to be expected to use these terms in the next assignment. Before you begin the assignment and after you've spent some time looking at those PowerPoint folders, make sure that you spend some time looking at these videos here. These videos are very good and I can't stress it enough. It's very important to watch these videos. Make sure that you watch them after you read the PowerPoints, and it's really going to let a lot of these ideas sink in. So watch all the videos here and then go ahead and choose which assignment that you can do. I have a collage assignment where you're expected to find terms from magazines or printed materials, and then you describe them there. Or you have a photography assignment where you have to take photos and use those different principles and elements. Any one you choose is fine with me. You don't have to do both. You can just do one or the other. As always, if you have any questions about those assignments or anything else with the elements and principles of design, you can always get in touch with me by clicking on Pronto. That's the best way to get in touch with me, but you can also email me or hit me up on messages as well too. That's all I have to say. I look forward to seeing what you have to make. Make sure that you pay attention to the due date here as well. It's here, not too far away. So keep that in mind. Okay, y'all have a good one.